The way avoidants respond to you or don't respond to you is actually a developmental imbalance. Yes, we know that avoidants value their independence, but what really happens when a child is left to navigate their emotional landscape on their own? The first is that they internalize that these feelings that are uncomfortable are unsafe, and so are people, because the people that I expected to show up for me are not here to help me through these emotions. But also, when we think about the chemical imbalance that happens, is that people who are avoidant tend to be more analytical. Like, they can tell you about their childhood to the degree of they know like the way that their house looked, or they know exactly where they sat in class, but they don't necessarily know how they felt about being in that house, or they don't know how they felt sitting in that specific place in class. When a child is left to deal with especially big emotions by themselves, what they start to have is an overdeveloped left brain. And so the left brain is what is responsible for the analytical parts of you. It's how you are able to differentiate between what's good and what's bad. However, your right brain is what handles all of your emotions. So when you don't have someone who's going to help you navigate your emotional landscape, your right brain tends to be more suppressed. So when these big emotions come up and avoidants are displaying nothing, or it looks as if they're not feeling anything, it is because their right brain is actually not developed enough to be able to understand the reality of what is going on emotionally. And the fact that the right brain is also not completely developed, as far as emotional, from the emotional aspect for avoidance, this is also another contribution as to why, when you are having these conversations with avoidance about all of the ways that they're making you feel, they can only talk about the things that they are doing to you. That is their right brain, I'm sorry, their left brain, the analytical part of them, that is able to analyze and rationalize this situation, because that's what they've been having to do since they were a child. They've been having to rationalize and analyze their own emotions. However, they don't really know how to actually feel those emotions, because they didn't have anyone to help them feel and sift through those emotions throughout their childhood.